Well,
on something that even some analysts are cautioning, I might add, could result in some problems for that company.
But as long as that's the result, and that everybody benefits equally, then let's not try to set up different classes of shareholders in this shareholder.
John Nash, what do you think?
There are different classes of shareholders, and I think we have to face that. When you look at institutional investors, there's two classes of institutional investors.
Who do you give greater preference to?
I think I give the greater preference to the CalPERS type institutional investor, California, because they think long term. But if you get into your mutual fund investors, what happens here is they think short term.
California doesn't always think long term, by the way. It's been wanting to speed up the return on a lot of
if you look
well, listen to this.
If they think longer term, then I would say a Fidelity fund or somebody like that.
John,
You take that the holdings, the institutional investors are holding shares about 1.8 months.
Okay, but John,
1.8 months, and that's
you're not going to argue
So if they
with
don't
me.
like the performance of the company, they sell the stock, and there's no sense of long term at all.
No sense of long term.
That's a
argue
vote.
with
That's
me
a
on
vote,
this.
and ultimately will drive the stock down.
Here's a point that we can all
what's going to
agree
happen?
on.
What's going to happen if we're going to allow that type of pressure to be put on CEOs and managements of corporations? What's going to happen? They're going to think short term, short term. We're going to lose our competitive advantage. There'll be no research and development, and we're going to go back to the 80s when we saw all these hostile tender offers and takeovers of disemboweling corporate America.
Let's let Ralph explain. The last 15 seconds, how do you counter that?
Okay, what I say is that there's one point we've all got to agree on. The best thing that ever happened to the small shareholder in this country is that some large shareholders, including institutions, decided to get active and decided to start looking over the shoulder of management who have been running these companies for years now, decades, as if they were their own private fiefdoms. And that's been healthy for this country, and I think that
Ralph,
when we
I will
start...
agree with you on that, but I have a point that I want you has to be taken into consideration.
Could you make that point maybe at a dinner sometime? I know you guys want to get together, probably do a little golf.
We'll get together, John.
All right, Ralph Whitworth, I want to thank you in Washington. Also, John Nash, the National Association of Corporate Directors. Guess you guys will see each other on the links. But Roy Blumberg, I want to thank you and Audrey Friedman for everyone on Business Insiders in this genteel discussion. I'm Neil Kudo. Have a great night.